I think crack use around the world doesn't differ. That's not the thing that you get the difference. The way you deal with the problem is that's the thing that you want to focus on. In this country, you guys are a lot more, how do you say, it takes a hell of a lot of arrogance to bring your military in to police people or even to kill people. We didn't do that. We used a lot more deceptive language and deceptive activities. You guys are brash and it's out in the open. Everybody can see. The only analogy I can think of when I think about how you guys are dealing with your crack problem, in quotes, because it's not a problem. The only thing I can think of is apartheid. It looks like apartheid. The most important thing when it comes to drugs in Brazil is that you all should not be talking about drugs. You should be talking about the social inequality that you have going on in this society that you all are ignoring.
Hart pesquisa a questão das drogas há muito tempo e teve antes disso um envolvimento pessoal com drogas, foi inclusive traficante de drogas, e isso motivou ele a fazer uma pesquisa extensa sobre a questão.
So in my book, I argue that we should decriminalize all drugs. I don't argue for legalization, I'll tell you why in a second, but I argue for decriminalization. Decriminalization means that we treat drugs just like we treat traffic violations. Of course, drug sales are not legal. You treat them like traffic violations. So you tell people that we disapprove of this behavior, but you're not going to go to jail for it. You might get a fine or you may not go get a fine, but we're not vilifying people and arresting them. I'm not arguing for legalization because I think the society is too ignorant. And I think we need to have better education about drugs before we legalize drugs. I'm not concerned that people will get in trouble with the effects of drugs. Some people will, but that's not my major concern. My major concern is that when you legalize drugs, there will be a number of people in the media, politicians, saying incredible stories about drugs and blaming drugs for things that are not caused by drugs. And the society will be so ignorant about drug effects, they will believe it. So before legalization, I'm arguing that we increase realistic education about drugs. The most important conclusion that I've reached about drugs is that drug effects are predictable. Meaning, is you increase the dose of the drug, the amount of drug, you increase the likelihood of toxicity. So that tell people to start off slowly. So drug effects are predictable. But police interactions, particularly in my society in the United States, police interactions with black boys and men are not predictable. They often lead to deadly consequences, and it's not the police who are dying. Those are the most important things that I've learned.